Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I am Jordan. Today we are going to do Four Roses Small Batch Select. Finally got my hands on a bottle. My wife picked it up for me while she was up in Billings recently. And she paid $60.45 for this bottle. Now that's kind of in the neighborhood that I have seen it for. I think when we were over in South Dakota not too long ago, the bottle was like $62 or $65, something like that. The one nice thing about going up to Billings is they don't have sales tax in Montana. Now, the problem I have with that is that I have not been able to really take advantage of the no sales tax when it comes to liquor, because it seems like all liquor stores in Montana have their prices so outrageously high that it negates the fact that you have to pay tax in other states. So, like here in Wyoming, oftentimes I would much rather buy a bottle here in Wyoming, pay my tax, especially to my own state where the money may or may not do some good and isn't quite as blue-haired as those up in Montana have become. But that aside, I have not seen this anywhere in Wyoming, but we did see it over in South Dakota, and so here I have my Four Roses. We're going to do the review of this, and then, like I said in my previous video, I will do another head-to-head with all my Four Roses bottles, and we will see who comes out. The Four Roses single barrel came out ahead in the last one. We'll see if this can beat that one out, or maybe I'll just do a single barrel versus barrel select. I don't know. But this is ringing in at 52%, so 104 proof. Let's see what we get here. And what's this tag say? 6 recipes for Four Roses. Small batch select, non-chill. Small batch select is yet another fine example. Blah, 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 blah. I do like the label on it. All right, my wife, like I said, picked this up for $60.45. I have to say that I have become a fan of the Four Roses Distillery as a nice, easy, simple sipping bourbon. Just the straight yellow label. I poured some of that. Gosh, it must have been about a month ago that I was just like, I'm gonna take it's one of those ones where I came down here. I'm like, what's something I haven't drank for quite a while? Took a sip off the bottle and I was like, ooh, that's actually really good. So I poured a glass, took it upstairs. My wife drank it. She's like, oh man, that's really good. What is it? And come to find out, it's just the standard yellow label, which I picked up for $17.89. Okay, so off the rip on the nose, I'm not getting a whole lot out of the glass. There's some brown sugar way, way, way down in there, kind of leaning into almost a molasses. A little bit of cherry out the right nose, nostril. Yeah, kind of down off the bottom, I'm getting that rich, dark caramel brown sugar. Up on top, some lighter apple, cherry blossom kind of notes. Smells kind of standard bourbon nose profile. On the taste is very lovely. Very dense, oily, clingy, creamy mouthfeel to it. A lot of those sweet notes are not very, how do I describe it? The sweet notes are what come through. So I get this very creamy, hefty caramel, rich, dense honey, sweet vanilla. And then it moves into just a nice light. It's a dark fruit cherry note, but it presents lightly on the tongue. Just that heft of the density of the creaminess. It's just a very oily whiskey that clings very nice. I mean, that all those sweet notes were just hitting in there. I mean, I'm gonna have to put this head to head with that single barrel because this right now is knocking it out of the park as far as whiskey goes. It's a great, sweet, easy drinking whiskey. 104 proof is not, it's not very sharp on the tongue at all. You got just a slight peppery barrel finish on it. But for the most part, it just coats your tongue with a density of flavor, all from that sweet line of, like I said, rich caramel, vanilla, sweet honey. It's very, very nice. Second sip's exactly the same. For the first beat, right in the mid palate, you pick up this really nice light cherry fruit note. A little bit more barrel spice that time. Uh, man, I got nothing bad to say about that. That is absolutely delicious. So, for $60, I would say I've been burned by many more $100 bottles than that. So that is one of those great bottles. If you can find it cheaper, if you can find it for $55 or something like that, definitely. You are a bourbon fan. Go out, pick one of those up if you haven't already. Drop in the comments down below what you can find a bottle of Four Roses small batch select for in your area, along with any comments and experiences that you have with it. I'm just really digging it right now, so I don't have anything bad to say about that. Um, BitChute, Rumble, YouTube. If you're watching it on Rumble, it's just piggybacking off of what you can watch on YouTube, but I would much prefer that you are watching it on Rumble. If you're watching it on Rumble, though, or YouTube, switch over to BitChute. I release these videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and videos are pretty much up to date. Today is April 19th. This video will probably drop before the end of April 2023. If you're watching this on Rumble or YouTube, it's probably 2025, maybe even 2026, because videos only come out on Saturdays there. And if you know anybody who would appreciate this kind of content, go ahead and push this video out to them, see what they think. Thank you to all my subscribers and to anybody who's left any comments so far on any of my videos. Try and get back to you as soon as I can, as far as comments go. And yeah, anyways, you guys, thank you very much for watching. You guys have yourselves a great day. We'll catch you in the next video where we're going to start our rye lineup.